Hello there and welcome back to Phasmophobia. I see many new players asking me about the game, what are the mechanics, how does everything work. So today I want to walk you a bit through, show you the training and also show you how it works actually in game later on a job. So let's start with the training, something I advise you to do as well.
Welcome to your first day at Ghost Hunting Distribution. Read the whiteboard to get started.
Alright, yes, hello there. So here they are showing you the keybinds. That's pretty much self-explaining, but one thing, keep in mind, even if you changed your keysbind, for example, I'm one of those who always change crouch to control instead of C, but even though it is control, it's still going to display C. Alright, so let's go. Let's grab the flashlight. Don't forget the key. And let's go. Ghost room. Your first goal when entering a haunted location is to find the ghost's favorite room. This is a room where the ghost will spend the majority of its time. To find the ghost room, look out for open doors, items that have been thrown, or sounds coming from that area of the location. When playing higher difficulties, ghosts can change their favorite room when wandering. Alright. So here, they simply want to show you how a ghost interaction looks like. Nothing in this room, it seems. Let's check room number 3. Oh,
Head through the door to the next section.
would you look at that? The ghost just interacted with the clipboard and now it's throwing around donuts. Hungry ghost. So this is one way to find out where a ghost might be. Alright, let's keep moving. Sanity. Each investigator has their own sanity level, represented in the truck by a percentage on a screen. When playing in a team, you will also have an average sanity level. Several things can lower your sanity: standing in the dark, and ghost events and abilities. You can restore your sanity level by using sanity medication. Try drinking one of those bottles, it will take a few seconds to replenish. Alright, so that's something you will unlock later in the game. Should you encounter many ghost events or interactions or abilities, it's going to drain your sanity. And once your sanity reaches a certain percentage, it's going to hit the threshold when a ghost can hunt, and to prevent the ghost from hunting, you can use it to increase your sanity. And
Good job.
prevent a hunt. It is that slow. Keep in mind, the amount of sanity you will regain by using the sanity medication depends on your difficulty. Next is lighting. To keep your sanity stable, you should stand in lit rooms or areas as much as possible. You can turn on lights using the switch. Aim at the switch, then interact with it. Each location has a maximum amount of lights that can be turned on at once. If you exceed this number, the fuse box will trip and turn off every light. So this is rather easy. You can use a switch to turn a light on. If you turn on too many lights,
Well done.
the fuse box will trip. The lights are off. Your sanity drains because you are in the dark. You can switch the fuse box back on and the lights work again. But keep in mind, the fuse box is usually off when you start the game. Only on amateur difficulty, the fuse box starts on by default. On every other difficulty, you will have to find the fuse box, turn it on, and then you can use the lighting. Alright, electromagnetic fields, or short EMF. In a normal contract, you will only need to find up to 3 evidence types, but for this training, we'll be showing you all 7. How nice! EMF spots are left behind on almost everything that a ghost interacts with. These hotspots last around 20 seconds and can be read with an EMF reader. Grab your EMF reader below, turn it on with use, then move it towards objects that the ghost has recently interacted with. So let's do it. Let's wait for an interaction. Of course, turn it on. And once the ghost throws or touches something, we can check it.
Nice work.
Oh, would you look at that? The cup seems to be a bit out of place, and it even emits an EMF, so we know the ghost should be here. Also, that's one of the... Also, that's one of the evidences. If the ghost has EMF 5 as an evidence, it has a 1 in 4 chance to produce an EMF 5 with an interaction. And that's what's important for the evidence. So let's stick around a little bit and see if we can get it. I start to believe there isn't even EMF 5 here, because when you get EMF 5, it's going to move all the way to the right, and it clearly goes above 5. But that's not the case, I'm not sure, so let's just keep moving. Ultraviolet, or short UV. Some ghost types will leave behind UV handprints on doors, windows and even footprints on the floor if they walk into some well-placed salt. To find these, listen out for paranormal interactions on those objects, then grab your UV light, activate it with use, then shine it around to see what prints have been left. Alright, let's give it a try. Handprint. We said don't leave, another handprint, even more handprints. And that's how the footprints look like. We'll always be with you. Ah, cute.
Well done.
Alright, but keep in mind, in the actual game it doesn't work like this. It's only the handprints like this. There are different models for those handprints. And also, when the ghost interacts with a light switch, it can leave UV evidence at that switch. Maybe I can show you that later. Now for freezing temperatures. Ghosts are known for making the area around them colder, but some ghost types will push these temperatures below freezing. When navigating around a location, you may notice your breath being frozen in front of you, visualized by a cold cloud of air. If you find this, it may be worth checking the temperature of the room accurately. So that's something that might be a bit confusing for people not familiar with the new update. Once you get the cold breath, I don't seem to have it anywhere here. Anyway, it doesn't mean anymore that it is freezing. It only means it is below 5 degrees Celsius. So to find out if it is indeed freezing, you have to check it with a thermometer. So, this one seems to be cold, so let's leave you over here. How about you? It's going down as well. Let's leave these two right here for a moment. And that's also the best thing about the Tier 1 thermo. You can just throw it somewhere and start your investigation, and at some point return and check, is it maybe freezing? And then you can see about 8 degrees, so that's not freezing. Maybe you can also check for the ghost room this way. Is it going down over here? It's going up, alright. Oh, wait a second. Let's throw you into here. Nothing beats passive evidence collecting. Not freezing here. Let's put you down as well. Oh, you're still going down, alright. And you stopped going down. Are you the cold room? That's the drawback with the Tier 1 thermo, it's going to take some time. But as you can see, exactly, it is going below 0. So that's when you know it is freezing. So that's when you can make your check over here. Alright, so let's keep moving. Dots projectors let us see things that normal light does not. Sometimes using this light will reveal a small flicker into the paranormal world. Several ghost types can be revealed with the dots projector. All you need is to find them. Grab a projector, turn it on with use and aim the light where you think a ghost may be. If you see a ghostly silhouette appear, then you found some evidence. So, let's grab 2 of those pans, turn them on, and would you look at that, the silhouette of a ghost. But just like with the UV, it is not quite like it works in the actual game, because the ghost is not going to be static, of course, and it's also going to enter a dot state. So you do not see the ghost in dots all the time, even if it has dots as an evidence. The ghost is going to walk towards you, and you can see the silhouette in the dots of the ghost model. Alright. Another piece of advice. Sometimes it's a bit difficult walking around with the dots pane and waiting for the dots phase to happen. So what you can do, once you find the ghost room, you can just place it down. You can also place down several ones. And this way you can make it a bit easier on yourself finding dots, especially early in the game. Ghost orbs. Often when filming paranormal evidence with a video camera, investigators have found unexplainable flecks of light that slowly drift across their footage. These have been named ghost orbs. To find them, grab a video camera and turn on night vision with use. During contracts, you can place the video camera down and view the camera feed from the safety of the truck. So that's something that's no more necessary. Because right now in this version of the game you can pick up the camera and just use it in your hand. And now we look around. Sometimes it takes some time to find the orbs because they are floating in some strange positions. And would you look at that? We have ghost orbs. So now that we know how they look,
Nice work.
let's keep moving. And next is ghost writing. Some paranormal entities will interact with more objects than others. In several reported cases, ghosts have been known to write vague messages in books if left long enough. This one is actually rather easy, another kind of passive evidence collection. If a ghost has ghost writing, it writes in those books, you can just place them down, and if the ghost is in the interaction radius, at some point it should write exactly
Well done.
just like this. Another piece of advice for myself, even when you are early in the game, get the second dots and ghost writing, because it is more or less passive evidence collection, and it also has a rather low chance of the interaction to happen. So place several ghost writing books, dots, and later also spirit boxes, we will come to that in a moment, to increase your chance of getting the evidence. And the next one, exactly, is the spirit box. EVP recorders or spirit boxes are radio devices designed to scan through different frequencies, possibly revealing some paranormal audio amongst the static. To use a spirit box, grab one below and turn it on with use. Make sure that all room lights in that area are turned off, then you can ask the ghost questions in hope of a response. Try asking, "Where are you?" So, first things first, a bit about the mechanic. When you turn it on, you have that first red dot at power. When the game gets your microphone, you will see the blue dot at your microphone to check if the game gets your question. You can use the third light. So for example, if I now ask, "Where are you?" the red light flashes because it didn't pick up any ghost and it didn't pick up any spirit box messages. So let's turn the lights off, put you down. Where are you?
Far from there.
And
Good
that's
job.
and that's the spirit box. You can also put down one spirit box and use the other one in your hand to double your chance of getting a spirit box response. Where are you? How old are you? Just like that. Okay, but now let's turn them off. Peace and quiet, that's better. Alright, and now to hunts. During contracts, ghosts can initiate an attack on you and your fellow investigators. These attacks will have a chance to occur once your sanity has reached an average threshold of 50%. Some ghost types might attack earlier or later than this. Depending on the difficulty you are playing, you may have a setup timer. This is normally displayed in a large LED clock on the truck, like the one to the right. This will stop your sanity going below 50%, as well as prevent hunts. When a hunt starts, the exit doors will lock and the ghost will start searching for you. Turn off your equipment, hide in a locker or crouch behind something tall and wait until it's over. So let's simulate the hunt.
Something's not quite right. You better hide, quickly.
Alright, there are many different kinds of hiding spots. Sometimes it also depends on the map, but that's something you will get a hang on. But one very important thing, turn off your equipment, for example your flashlight, and also any equipment you are having in your hands. And very important, also turn off your head equipment, for example your night vision, your headlamp or your camera, because that's also going to attract the ghost. So let's hide behind these boxes, crouch down, then we wait a moment.
That was a close one. Congratulations on completing your training. You can exit through the truck by interacting with the keypad.
Alright, and that's the tutorial. So, now let me show you how this works in an actual job. And for your first contracts I can give you 2 tips. Number 1, start with amateur. First, learn how the game works, get the mechanics, find the ghost a few times, and also don't go too crazy on the maps. Tanglewood Drive and Willow Street are small, rather simple maps, and on those you can get a hang on the game rather easy. Alright, so let's hop in. I'm currently using the tier 2 items, but it pretty much stays the same. What I can recommend you to find the ghost is the flashlight, of course, the EMF, and also the thermo. Also, when I started this game, I played Tanglewood I don't know how many times, just because I didn't know how everything worked, and there's no shame in it. Don't forget to turn on the lights. Now we walk around a bit. It's always good just walking around and listen for something like the door touch. And here we are. And we even have EMF 5, that's our first evidence. But now we don't know where exactly the ghost is. We only know it interacted with the store, so let's quickly check the temperature. 21 degrees, that's a bit hot. 16.7 might be better. The thing is, the ghost can interact with objects in a certain radius, so the ghost doesn't have to be that close to the door. It could also just walk around, roam a bit, so it's always good checking with the thermo if the ghost is indeed over here, and it is getting colder, so I guess this one is the ghost room. So you can leave all the items at the ghost room. You are going to need that carrying capacity to bring in the evidence equipment. Usually I like to start with the video camera, the writing book and notes, because that can be done passively while you look for something like the spirit box or UV evidence. So first, let's switch off the light and check for orbs. You can also see the orbs when the lights are on, but it makes it a bit more easy. But I cannot see any orbs, so let's put the camera down. Place the dots. And the writing book. And would you look at that? It is writing. It's usually not that fast. Alright. And what I usually like to do, because it is not that fast, just do the same thing again. I grab another camera, another book, another dots, and just put it into the room, just to double the chance of interaction, cover more area with the dots. And also I like to put the second camera in the opposite corner of the first one, just to cover the bigger area. And now for Spirit Box and UV. Now for the Spirit Box, just like in the training, turn the light off, turn one Spirit Box on, throw it down, and then use the second one as well. Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? They also work when you are just having them in your vicinity. Yeah, riding an EMF 5. So you can just put them down and check for UV evidence on the windows or the doors, or do whatever you want to do, and just use the Spirit Box passively on the go. Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? But I do not think it is Spirit Box. Let's also check the temperature another time, because the temperature is going down rather slowly, so you might have to check them several times. Oh, 1.4. Alright, only one thing missing. It might still be UV and it just didn't touch any doors or windows recently. So what you can do is grab salt. Then look for choke points like the door over here. Oh, or just the door touch. Alright, that's also good enough. And now we can check, but no, the ghost did not leave any evidence, not on the door, not by the salt. So we know it's not UV. Oh, wait a second. Oh, and would you look at that? It is freezing. So we have a shade. Alright. And just like that, the first ghost. But I want to do one or two more, just to show you more of the evidences. So now that that is done, let's do something a little bit different, and let's play it on professional. We are still going to have all three evidences, but no setup time. The main thing is the fuse box starts off, and that's what I want to show you. And again on Tanglewood. Alright, on this difficulty, just like the last time, a flashlight, EMF and a thermo. And the light is going to start off, because the fuse box is off. On the intermediate difficulty and the professional difficulty, you can find the location of the fuse box on your map in the truck. So just, it is not in the garage. Let's go down. It is downstairs. So let's go in, turn the fuse box on so we can have lights to prevent our sanity from going all the way down. So now no lights work. Oh, that was a door touch. And here we go. That's better. Staying in the light is the main thing to prevent your sanity from going down. Nope, not over here. Ah. And that's why you should use the EMF. And 13, alright. 16, so I guess this one is the ghost room. Alright, and just like the last time, let's get in some evidence equipment. Another thing, you can also use the activity chart. So there you can see every interaction that is made on the map by the ghost, and it shows you the EMF level, but it is off by ±1. So you can use it to find EMF 5, but you should have 2, 3 or maybe even more EMF 5. So it's between 4 or 6 to be sure it is EMF 5. And just like rude, I'm talking. Thank you. Just like the last time, put down the book, dots, turn the light off and quickly check for orbs, and would you look at that? We do have an orb floating around. Alright. And just like the last time, turn the light off, do spirit boxes, and where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Where? Would you look at that? We do have spirit box. Let's turn them off again. So orbs, spirit box. So let's take a look. Some salt over here. That seems to be another rather good choke point. And just because. No, we wait a moment. Oh, that's fine. Ah, here we go, and we do have footprints. Alright. So now we know it is nothing. Oh, alright. That's a bit of a special case. You turned off the breaker, alright. Because there's a ghost which more or less has, oh, 3 bone, 3 XP and money. There's the Mimic. That's a ghost that can mimic every other kind of ghost, so it is impossible to find it out on its own. Oh yes, that's one of those handprints. Hello there. But to be still able to tell that it is a mimic, it has 1 ghost orb always, so now that's going to be freezing. Excuse me. It's going up. Sometimes it's a bit buggy. Anyway, it is for sure a mimic. Because nothing else fits. So usually the mimic has Spirit Box, UV and freezing, but here we go, weakness. Several reports have noted ghost orb sightings near mimics. So even when there is no evidence, so zero evidence, the mimic is always going to have that ghost orb. Okay, just one more in hope to show you how dots work in the actual game.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Alright, let's hope it's Dot's ghost this time. Let's also already turn on some lights on the way. Oh, door touch. Somewhere over here. Alright. Over here. 15. 15. 18. Yeah, I think this one is the ghost room. Alright. And indeed, we do have orbs. Alright. Let's hope we also have dots. Alright. Yeah, I'll check for UV in a moment. And just UV? Is it... Don't let it be another mimic, please. Where are you? How old are you? How old are you? Oh, nope, it is not a mimic. Perfect, and that was just dots, alright. That's perfect. So let me show you again. Oh, I used that opportunity. And that's how... It's a bit difficult to see, but that's how the fingerprint on a light switch looks. And there we are. That's how dots look in the actual game. Alright. So we know it's a banshee, so let's go home. Alright, and that's that. So, I hope you learned something about the game, had some fun, and also, if you have any questions, something you don't understand, something you might need help with, whatever, just put it down on the comments, let me know, and as always, I hope you had fun, I hope to see you again another time, and I wish you a great day. Goodbye.